His name is John C.
No, that's awkward. Yo, what's good? What's good? We got the one and only AJ here. And you can see the green screen behind her, so you know it's lit. You know it's lit.
You know it's legit. What's going on?
It is legit. It is legit. And notice this. Notice something? She's not screaming. She's not screaming. When she came in here, I was like, bro, for real, I was sitting there just chilling with Zess, and I could have sworn Braden was still in there, right? So I was like working on this fucking song for Smokes Radio today for this interview. And no, it's not this song, actually. It's not. And all I hear is typing. And Zess was like, that's some loud ass typing. I was like, yeah, Braden, the hell? And he was like, that's not Braden. And I was like, there's only one person that could be then. That's you, bro. What you mean? What you
Yes,
mean?
I just got a new keyboard. I'm a real gamer now. I have like a whole RGB keyboard. Super clacky. I love it.
I'll Trust me. I can tell. Type something for us real quick. Let them hear what I
Hey.
heard.
Well, hello. Oh, type something, you mean?
Yeah, type something. Just press the space bar over and over. You know what I'm saying? You hear that? It's like a roller coaster. It's like a roller coaster. But what's good, everybody? It's your boy. You already know what it is. Raging Smokes the whole 9 yards. And we got the one and only AJBakePlays.
So good to be here. Thank you so much for asking me to be on the show. This is awesome. I'm super excited.
And I need a new interviewer. Interviewee. Interview-is. I need to do another interview stream. Something. It's one of those words. It's one of those words. But I need another person to interview. I haven't done it in forever.
Yeah, for sure.
I can remember. So I was like, who the fuck can I interview? And it just happened to be that one time I was just scrolling through my like little following list, and I was like, I don't know. Then I started going through all my tabs that I had open, and I saw you were playing Smash. I think it was Smash.
Probably.
And I was like, no, it was after your stream, because I remember I was like, all right, she rated out, I'm gonna go find something to do. So I went on YouTube that night, and I just happened to notice that you posted a new video on YouTube, and you're talking about, it may have been old, but for me it was new. It was the I can't put my finger on it, the ukulele.
Oh, the ukulele video. Yeah, that was actually not this past Monday, but the Monday before. So yeah, only a couple weeks old for sure.
Mm-hmm. And I saw it, and I was like, dog, she's the one. She's the one. It has to happen. And I think like a couple days later, no, a week later I asked, because this happened a while ago. I was like, I'm going to ask AJ. And I kept forgetting to ask. Every time, I just kept forgetting to ask. And I was like, why do I keep forgetting? No, I'm going to do this right now. Then I started my stream and I forgot, and I did it the next day.
That's all right. I'm just super duper grateful that you asked, because this is awesome. I'm super honored to be here.
See, the thing is, what makes it funny, I was actually going to wait to ask, because me and Jack do another little radio show called Jack and Smokes, and I was going to ask you if you want to do that. But because Jack and Smokes got postponed so much, because Lily got sick, then I got sick, and then blah blah blah, yada yada yada, start my streams back up, our stream schedules were weird, and we can never get Jack and Smokes to happen on time. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this for mine, and then Jack can ask himself. Whenever
There you go. Well.
And speaking of which, your fangirl's in the chat. Let's get low. She's like your biggest fan, 100%. She fangirls over you all the damn time. She's like, oh my god, AJ's streaming. I'm like, oh my god, I got the Twitch notification. Thanks for telling me.
Good to see both you guys.
Thank you. So, as always, I have to go through the rules for the Raging Smokes Radio. Everything question-wise is good unless it's too personal or TOS. But AJ has to be the one to tell you if it's too personal, and I'll be the one that tells you if it's TOS. But let's be honest, TOS is kind of, it's gray area. So I'll tell you if it's a good question or not. I mean, I will go first for questions, but this time I'm going to try something new, and I'm going to let you guys ask the questions first. So if you guys got any questions, shoot them out. And we'll just sit
Lay
here
it on
and
me.
We'll just sit here and stare at the camera awkwardly.
I'm an open book. There's almost nothing too personal. Lily asked me the other day, she told me that she's going to ask me what the meaning of life was. That might be a little bit too deep, but we can go like 6 inches above that, a little bit shallower.
I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, I've seen some questions. Lily got asked, does she do butt stuff? And it was very interesting. I mean, obviously, with Lily being Lily, you already know what the answer was. She obviously said no. But is that? Really
I honestly didn't know the preference either way.
Let's start easy. All right, I'll start it easy then, because y'all taking too long because I'm really antsy. All right, so the first question is, what got you into streaming?
What got me into streaming? So I have kind of always known since the time I was a kid that I wanted to do something within the gaming and entertainment industry. Back then in the 90s, early 2000s, streaming and broadcasting and things like that weren't really a thing because high-speed internet wasn't even a thing. Like everyone still had dial-up. So that wasn't always an option for me. But I knew that I wanted to do something in the gaming industry, and I knew that I wanted to do something with the entertainment industry because I love making people laugh. I love, just entertaining people, and I love to talk too. So
Yes.
what really I think got me into streaming was I was playing RuneScape actually with my friend Hannah, who I saw pop in the chat just a little bit ago. And we were getting back into old school RuneScape. And I was playing on PC, and I had never really done that before. I wasn't really a PC gamer to start out. And and it just kind of like came to me. I'm like, oh, I'm in front of this gaming PC. I have a webcam here. Why not just give it a go? Let's see what happens. Let's give it a shot. That was I started streaming late 2018. So that's right about the time that like Ninja really started blowing up and streaming and that type of thing became kind of a mainstream thing. And I was like, I like all of these things, so let's give it a shot. And that's kind of how I got started.
I wish I started in 2018. Oh, I did technically, but I wish
When
I
did you
started
start
before
streaming?
that. I started Halloween is when I took streaming seriously in 2018. So that's like the late 2018. I don't really count it, but statistically, it'll technically be 2018 still.
Okay, yeah. So we
But-
were right around that same time, I think.
But the first time I ever streamed was back in good old days where you could only stream through computer and the Xbox, the Twitch app on Xbox and the Twitch app on PlayStation 4. So the first time I did that was like in 2016 or 14, 15, something like that. One of those 3 years where Twitch wasn't, or streaming as alone wasn't that big. That was my biggest mistake, was doing YouTube right away. I should have taken advantage of that at that moment. But it's alright though.
Yeah,
now it's not too bad though.
For sure. I think any platform that you get started on, it's still content, Creating content in and of itself is the first big step.
Heck yeah. Lily asked, why pick AJBake as your username?
Oh, sure.
She assumed that your stream was going to be a cooking stream.
I've gotten two different things. Whenever I pop up in new people's, chats and whatnot, and they see my name, they think either I like cooking or I am 420 friendly. But actually, neither of those are, have to do with why I picked my name. My name is actually my nickname all through high school. My maiden name was Abby Baker, and I was known as AJ Bake pretty much all through high school. So I just decided to go with it. I think it kind of rolls off the tongue. I think it's quick and easy to say and kind of stands out. So I just rolled with it.
It's a play on name, pretty much. So it's like a combination of three things. That's actually pretty clever and creative.
Yeah.
What's your favorite game to play?
One that I don't play on stream. Okay. So right now, just like the rest of the world, I think I'm pretty obsessed with Fall Guys. I love playing Fall Guys with friends right now.
Really good.
Yeah. I really, off stream, I don't play a whole lot of games online. I've never really been into like the Battle Royale type games or like FPSs or anything like that. So I did a whole lot of solo gaming, I would say most of my life, RPGs and platformers, more than Nintendo Spectrum. And yeah, so I would say Fall Guys is definitely my favorite game right now. I've also been playing a whole lot of Soviet Jump Game, which is also another Battle Royale platformer that is published by the Game Grumps. So it's free on Steam, and some friends and I have been playing it a lot. I did stream it a couple of times, but I've been playing it a lot off stream too. It's been super fun.
That's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. I really like Fall Guys though. I never got a chance to play it yet. It's free on PlayStation, so act fast now.
Yes.
Free game of the month.
Oh,
You
show.
hear what I said, Lily? Free game of the month. You like free. Oh, before we get to the next question though. Just a little sidebar conversation. Mr. Zest, you fucked up the stream because me and AJ are on the opposite sides of how I had it set up. Thank you, Zest. Now we gotta rate out because of you. I hope you know that. Deuces, brother. But anyways, so the next question is, have you always been a Nintendo fan? I already know this answer.
Yes, for sure.
I'll watch your YouTube videos enough to know your answer to this.
Yeah, my first console was the N64. I got it Christmas 1998 with Mario Kart 64, and that was always kind of my go-to. We never really had any other consoles growing up. My parents just always tended to stay on the Nintendo side of things. You know, it was more family-friendly for kids and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, from the N64 to the GameCube to the Wii to the Wii U and now the Switch, I've been pretty primarily a Nintendo gamer my whole life. Always been a Nintendo fan for sure.
I can believe it because, like you said, it's very kid-friendly, and parents back in those days love kid-friendly. Nowadays, any kid can get any game. Like a 4-year-old can already have been like the highest level in GTA 5 online.
Yeah.
Right out the womb. So it's a lot different. But back then, yeah, that's how it was too. I started off with the N64, if I'm not correct. I started off with the N64. Got the PlayStation. Yeah, they got the original PlayStation. Then the PlayStation 2. Then the Game Boy Color. Then everything down the line, release-wise, has been pretty on par. Except for the 360, I got that hella late. But that's a story for another day, though.
Right on.
Well, what's your favorite game? I'm gonna assume that question is in general, right, Will?
Favorite game of all time, or like favorite game right now?
That's the real question. But if it's in general, okay, all time, got it.
Oh,
Oh, we lost her. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh man.
We lost your volume for a minute. I was like, wait, where'd she go? I see her mouth moving, but I don't hear no words. You're good. You're fine now.
Oh, am I good?
You're fine.
Okay, cool.
Good.
I would say there's two big games that stand out to me whenever I think about favorite games of all time. The first of those is going to be Sonic Adventure 2. That was not the first Sonic game I'd ever played, but that was the first Sonic game that got me into the Sonic community and the Sonic fandom, which I mean, I'm not that big of a part of that anymore, but I definitely am still really involved in the Sonic scope of things, and that game in specific was very influential on me. I just remember being so obsessed with that game when it came out.
This is an old game. It's been around since everyone was a kid.
Yes. And the other one I would say would have to be Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Once again, not the first Zelda game I had played, but the first Zelda game that I beat on my own, and the first that I really dove into and really did 100%. That game I think really launched me into the Zelda sphere of things for sure. And Zelda has been a huge influence on my gaming atmosphere and my gaming mind, I guess I would say.
You sound like another friend I have. And if he's in this chat right now, he knows exactly who I'm talking about. He pretty much streams that shit in Mario. I think we all know who I'm talking about at this point. Mr. of all games.
That's where it's at.
I mean, you and Jack are literally the only two people that I can see streaming nothing but Nintendo games for the rest of your life. Every so often, I'll see him stream something that's not Nintendo based, but it is rare.
Yeah.
It is rare. It'd be like a group game at that point. It wouldn't even be. It'd be like Warzone or something on PC. But those are rare situations. You two are the only two that I know that actually stream Nintendo games quite often, which is rare. You don't find many of those.
Yeah, the Nintendo streaming community has not, at least the communities that I've kind of plugged myself into over the past couple of years, has not been a huge presence, I think. I think, most of the online gaming atmosphere is kind of dominated by Apex and Fortnite and Overwatch and, you know, things like that, the battle royales, you know, the big popular ones.
Nothing but shooters.
But yeah, exactly. But I think in general, Nintendo games are fun to stream, but also, can't think of the word that I'm looking for, but also very inclusive. A lot of people have Nintendo games, a lot of people have Nintendo consoles, and especially I think in the matter of the Switch, Nintendo has made Nintendo Online only $20 a year, and I think that that's a cheaper and more viable option for some gamers that might not have their own income, might rely on, you know, parents or, you know, gifts for subscriptions and things like that. I think overall Nintendo is the more affordable option, and I think overall it's just a more popular option for some gamers.
That is true. Give me 1 second, chat. I got my notes like completely all over the place for some freaking reason. I can't remember where all my interview questions are in this fucking thing. So we'll stall for a second. I can see AJ streaming Overwatch too. I can see it.
I would love to stream Overwatch. I just picked it up on PC. Oh yeah, Isaac got me. I just picked it up. It was on sale. It was only $20, I think, for the legendary, or I don't know what they call it, the collector's edition. It was only $20 the other day. So. On what? Not on Steam. I guess on BattleNet.
But when?
I got it last week.
Oh yeah, that's still probably going now. It's too late. It's too late. Because when I hear about it, then I know for a fact it's over. Like, I'll be like, hold on, give me like 5 seconds. Alright, let me... $60? $70?
Ooh.
No, I'm solid. That would happen to me every time. It would happen to me every freaking time. But yeah, bro, I got this thing for like $5 off of this and this. I was like, oh, let me hop on that real quick. And they got a whole new game that's probably trash, most likely, that's on sale. And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
It happens to me every time. So because you told me, I know it's over.
It always happens to me where I'll buy the game and then the next week it'll go on sale. Every time.
Yes. You sit there and be like, well, why did I buy that game back then again? I mean, granted, you start off... Well, no. When the new people get the game at that price, you're already at a higher level, so you get a chance to teach some other people how to play it. But at that point, you're sitting there like, I could have saved money if I waited. But if you wait, you can sit there and wait 20 years if you decide, hey, I'm just going to wait for it to go on sale. Next thing you know, a whole 3 different series of freaking gaming consoles already been developed and launched before that game goes on sale if you decide to wait. But the moment you buy
exactly.
It goes on sale that next week. It's like they wait for you and no one else but you.
Exactly.
Jack, thank you so much for the 10 biddies. You didn't have to do that, but you did, and I appreciate you, brother, man. Yeah, I gave up on looking for those questions. I know most of them by heart anyways. Alright, so we're going to go a little bit deeper with this question. You ready?
Go for it.
Alright. What's the meaning of life? No, I'm playing. I'm playing. No. As a content creator, as a person that finds what they do entertaining and therapeutic, because let's be honest, it can be, but you're not worrying about the statistics too much. Let's say 3 years from now, what do you expect your channel? How do you expect your channel to be as a whole? Do you expect it to like have higher viewer count, or doing more charity-related stuff, or do you want to like make some big type of changes like later on in the future? Like, how do you see your channel in 3 years if you had control of it?
Sure. Well, I mean, I'll just be blunt and just throw it out there. My ultimate goal is going to be partner. I think that's what a lot of content creators strive for, whether the partnership is through YouTube or through Twitch or through some other type of platform. Not that partnership guarantees anything, and not that partnership really, gets you a whole lot. But it's always a nice goal to shoot for. I think that that in itself is a really, really big step up and that's kind of a defining point, I think, in any content creator's journey is, all the partnership opportunities. Overall, though, I tend to, here lately, I've been trying to focus less and less on milestones and more on just constant improvement. I think the more that your content improves, the rest of it kind of comes along naturally. Now, there's lots of things that go into content creation, the publicity, the advertisement, the networking, all of these things all kind of factor into that. But overall, I think in 3 years, I would be just thrilled if I was running both a Twitch channel and a YouTube channel with consistently produced content, consistently funny content, and consistent viewership.
Yeah, I mean, that grand scheme of it, being a former YouTuber, if you will, for YouTube content creator, because it makes me sound like a 17-year-old saying that, but a former YouTuber, you kind of need to cover all your bases anyways, because one platform alone ain't gonna help the bills. It ain't gonna help the bills.
True that.
You can sit there and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna be a full-time BRB, do your thing, girl. Full-time fucking, I don't know what, Fortnite streamer on Twitch, right? That's fine, but like everything else in life, you gotta have a backup plan. As we've seen with some big streamers and stuff, getting banned from your home platform, shit like that can happen. And if it's a permanent ban, you have to have a backup plan. So that's why people always say, always network on Instagram, Twitter, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Produce stuff on YouTube. Produce stuff for TikTok if that's what you please to do. If you feel like you need to do, I won't do it. I tried. I downloaded the app and I was like, I can't. My moral's not gonna let me. But I can't. I really can't. I was like, I have to hit my all-time low for that to happen. But that's the reason why they tell you to do that stuff, so that way you have a backup plan in case, let's say, your Twitch account gets hacked and you have to make a whole new Twitch account all over again, and you have to rework your way back up to affiliate and then partner, blah blah blah, yada yada. In the grand scheme of it, mentally you'll sit there and be like, oh, if I make this new account, it would be easy because I have this community. But not everyone's going to pay attention to what you're doing. Not everyone's going to pay attention to, oh, Rage of Smoke stuff got banned. AJ's stuff got banned. Lily's stuff got banned. Jack's stuff got banned. King's or Zest stuff got banned. Well, let me go ahead and make sure I'm paying attention to stuff. Everyone has their own problems. So you have to have a backup plan. So if you can't make stuff on one thing, you make stuff on the other. And not only does that, it's also good for variety. Widen
yes.
widen your audience. I'm blanking on the word. Honestly, best way to describe it without me trying to find that stupid word is, it's the best way to reach out and get different people from different platforms and different places. So that way you don't have to sit in there just doing the same thing, streaming. Sometimes making YouTube videos is a lot less stressful because you're not focusing on entertaining people live, or you fuck up and you say something. Let's say your stream's kid friendly or family friendly and you said fuck like 10 times. It's alright. You just gotta restart the YouTube video. Just like delete that bitch. Alright, restart. Twitch, you can't do that.
Yep.
It's a lot less stressful when it comes to making the content. Now, releasing content, Twitch is better, 100%, because you get your feedback and stuff right away. YouTube, not necessarily, unless you already have a decent fan base going, like the one and only over here. The one and only over here has made my numbers look like trash. I was like, yo, I had the most subs out of all my friends on YouTube, and I don't even do YouTube anymore. Oh my god. Then AJ started her shit, and she had like 2,000 gajillion billion subscribers right at the get-go, and I was like, I gotta step my game up. Hold up. Let me start my YouTube back up, dog. This is competition. Alright, I see you, AJ. I see you. Try to make me look bad. No.
Yeah, the YouTube thing was kind of a new thing for me too, and I think what you said is completely valid, because like we've seen, for anyone that keeps up with some of the bigger names in the content creation industry, we have seen people just lose their platform and get banned and lose it all, you know? So, yeah, I think that that's 100% valid. Something that a good friend of mine, and you know him too, Looting Kyle, had told me several months ago. Yeah, he put it in perspective like this. He told me that he works overnights, and so most of the time, all of his friends are streaming whenever he's at work or he's sleeping because he just works weird hours. Whereas on the YouTube side, it's not just a 3-hour broadcast, you know, a couple times a week that people may or may not miss, you know, due to their life and schedules and things going on, whereas the YouTube content is always there. People can add it to their playlist, they can watch at their own pace, and they can, you know, even though they can't be there to support on your streams, they can be there to watch your YouTube content anytime you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
I got another question for you, though.
Sure.
Because most of the stuff I've seen are like small gameplays on your YouTube channel and kind of sort of game review type of thing. Do you plan on doing any Let's Play type of content?
A couple of times. No, I don't know. Do you think I should? Because I don't know.
All right.
To me, I mean, we're always our own worst critics, but to me, I feel like doing a Let's Play series with no one in chat interacting with me, I wouldn't have a lot of interesting things to say, but I don't know.
All right. If you were to do that, 3 pro tips. Because I practically do nothing but just, like, well, as of now, Smokes Radio content goes on there, and Let's Plays, and some other variety stuff on there, but mostly Let's Plays. So, 3 pro tips from a former. Number 1, if you were to do so, young lady, be sure that if you're going to do a schedule, make a shit ton of videos beforehand. Number 2, because you started off streaming first, don't be upset when you catch yourself going, "What's good, everybody? It's your girl, AJBakePlays, and we're about to do this fucking fire red Nuzlocke. It's gonna be fun. All right, let's get this started, chat." Notice that last word I put in there? You're gonna say that a lot. I still do it. Like when I went back to doing my Halo stuff, it was horrible. No, not even Halo. My Heart Gold playthrough. I was sitting there saying chat every 5 minutes. Like, chat, did you see that? Chat, what the hell is this, chat? Oh my god, we just got bullshitted, chat. And I'm sitting there like, in the back of my mind, I was like, there's no chat there. Who were you talking to? So
it's one of the things that rolls off the tongue, right? Whenever you're streaming, it's mindless. You just say it. You know what I catch myself saying a lot when I'm doing voiceover work for YouTube videos is GG's. Why do I say that? Who am I saying GG to? Myself? Like the non-existent people that aren't there?
So what I'm hearing is you already dipped your toes into cursed water. It's like streaming habits. It don't have to be like chat or anything. It could just be like a normal thing that you say usually when you're streaming. You don't normally say it when you're not streaming, like if you're talking friend to friend. But you only say it when you're streaming. When you're doing other content, like a video for instance, you'll catch yourself doing it. Or you won't catch yourself doing it until you listen to it. You're like, alright, let me see if this sounds good audio-wise. Why the hell did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. And pro tip number 3. Have fun. That's all I can tell you. The first one is actually the most important one though. Because it is hard keeping a schedule, especially if you're duo content creator or multi-content creator, because your schedule becomes all over the place. You'll be too busy, and don't burn yourself out. Take those days off, bro. Take those days off. That's why you making those multiple videos is a good thing.
For sure, yeah. That's something that I'm slowly learning. The YouTube thing has only been kind of a new thing for me for the past couple of months. I've been pretty consistent though. At least with the schedule I've been setting for myself. But I have been better about what you said, doing things in advance and recording footage, even whenever I think I don't need it, because you never know when you're going to need it for something, you know?
Oh, yeah. yeah. Anything can happen in life too. Like you can sit there and just be like, all right, this week is all set. We got this. I can make episode 1, 2, and 3 right now, and I'll work on. Let's say I do Monday through Friday type of upload. 1, 2, and 3 says Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This is good. This is solid. All right, then I can work. And then on Wednesday, since I had those 2 days off from YouTube videos, I can work on Wednesday night after I upload that last video to make the other 2 videos. Boom. Car breaks down, or boom, loss of a family, or you have to work a 12-hour shift that day on Wednesday. You don't got the time. And
True that.
one YouTube video takes a lot of time.
It does.
I don't even want to talk about it. I really don't even want to talk about it.
I feel
I'm
like
gonna get off
the editing process never ends. I feel like you never are done editing. Just one edit rolls into the next one, you know?
Yeah, and editing, and what you do is a lot harder than what I normally do. What I normally do is just make the Let's Play video. And if I want to like put some little spice in there, I'll put the video into a video editor and work my magic, but I don't normally need to because Streamlabs is pretty solid that way. So I can like put little effects in there if I want to. But in your case, you have to put 10 times more work than I would if I'm just doing a normal Let's Play. So yours take a lot of time. So
I
if you
can
mess up
attest.
one time, yeah, if you mess up one time, all it takes is one time to piss you off. Because if you fuck up in the beginning, it's okay. Fuck up towards the middle, it's like, it wasn't that much. I already have this all set up anyways. But when you mess up at the end, though, all hell breaks loose. You're like, I've done this thing 12 times already, and I mess up at the end. I only had 2 seconds left. Alright, run it back. Or, alright, doing this tomorrow.
Yeah, that too.
It's
And no one,
toxic.
sometimes that helps though. Sometimes it helps to just put it down and move on.
Yeah, until you realize you're busy the next day and then the day after that. And that's why it's always important to at least get one video done. If you get that first part done, and not even a whole video, just that part, just the one that you know is going to mess with you the most, it's going to take the longest. Get that part done, all the easy stuff. You mess up on that 1,000 times, it'll be okay because it's easy. Plus, you should be messing up on the easy parts anyways, but stuff happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Yo,
For sure.
Jagger was good.
Hey, Yonder, what's
Isaac
up?
was good. Oh, it's
Thanks
Jagger.
for
My bad.
stopping by, Matthew. Like the
My
hockey
bad.
player. I had to ask when I first saw him. I said, like the hockey player?
When I looked at it, the screen's like, the chat's like really small for me, so for some reason I could have sworn it said Jagger. But I guess all has to do with pronunciation, I guess. But what's good? And Isaac, thank you so much for the 5 biddies.
Thank you,
Thank you
Isaac.
so much. Thank you so much. Did not do that, but you did, and I appreciate you for it. Alright, so if anyone else got any questions, you guys are very much so welcome to ask them. If I could speak English, that'd be great.
Jack of all games wants to know when the Blues are going to get their ish together for the playoffs.
And that's when Jack is banned from asking questions, because we don't talk about sports politics. Thank you very much.
To answer your question, Jack, hopefully tonight, we do play again tonight. I'm a big hockey person. I'm a huge St. Louis Blues fan. We won the Stanley Cup last year after a just roller coaster of a season, and we're defending this year. We finished first in our conference, but we have not won a single game since we came back from the COVID break. So we got our cheeks clapped on, what day was that? I think it was on Wednesday. Yeah, booty clapped hard on the first game of the playoffs on Wednesday. So hoping to come back strong tonight, Jack, but fingers crossed.
Speaking of that championship win last year, tell me how come I would not hear the end of it from our man Jack of all games for like a whole week. If I'm not incorrect, if I remember correctly, me and him he was doing a YouTube video and I was just a guest star in it, and he literally just played some song over and over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what it was. Jack could probably tell you what it is though, but he played it over and over and over again. We were playing Call of Duty just to annoy people. inside the game chat. And little did he realize that he wasn't really annoying them much, but it was annoying me. But because I was trying to be the best me I could possibly be, no matter what life threw my way, I just kept my mouth shut. But on the inside, I was like, if I have to hear this song one more fucking time, Jordan, I swear on everything, dog. This video is over. It's over. I'm leaving. Oh yeah, it's Gloria. Yeah, that video definitely got copyright claim.
If it makes you feel better, I was pretty sick of it too by the end of it, to be honest.
Thank you.
It's not like that's the best song. It was just iconic at the time.
Thank you. Thank you. He was like,
Let me
oh,
get
this is so
my
funny.
card
And I was
revoked
like, he was like, this is so funny, bro. He said, yo, people are going to get so mad. And on the inside, I was like, no, I'm just going to get mad. Because I've already heard it 5 times. The whole song might add. It's not like it was just a chorus or just the beginning verse or nothing like it. It was the whole damn song. It was like worse than
That's
listening to the
rough.
radio. Yeah. I mean, I understand he was doing it for content. That's why I was like, alright, go for it. But I was like, dog, I hope next year they don't win. Just for this reason. Just for this reason, I hope those motherfuckers lose so damn bad that the team just disbands because
Hey now.
you just killed this song. You just
Hey now,
killed this
come
song.
on. It's not that bad.
It was that bad. Girl, you weren't there. You weren't there. You played it back to back to back. And hello to you too, Jaeger. Hello to you too. Welcome to the Indie family. Thank you so much for the follow. Highly appreciate your support. God bless. I can't speak English for shit today.
Yager, by the way, you're not late. You are right on time.
Now, you ain't late until you see that little timer saying we're about to raid out. But even then, you still made it for the raid, so you're on time or something.
Yeah. Bingo.
Ain't too bad. But yeah, you weren't there, AJ. You weren't there.
I was in St. Louis for it, and so although there were a couple local radio stations too that played it for 24 hours after every single playoff win, or I'm sorry, after every single series win, but well,
Okay.
it got old pretty quick.
Yeah, I only had to listen to it for like an hour and a half.
Yeah. The team actually
Normally-
said themselves, they're like, we're not going to make that our win song anymore after the season. So.
Thank you. That's all I have to say to that is thank you. Jack drew me nuts with that shit. I was like, bro, I'm really trying my hardest to not like curse this man out myself. But I was like, please, someone in game chat just like get mad at him for playing this song so the song will stop playing. And the only reason why he kept it on repeat for so damn long is because everyone in game chat would just stayed quiet, just stayed absolutely quiet. And I was like, don't someone get mad, please. The moment he gets mad, he's just gonna turn it off. And then we're gonna leave the lobby and go to the next. Like play through the game, and then I'll have a break from it. Go to another lobby. He'll play it all over again, and that's gonna be fine. It's like, but no one said anything. And mind you, that same video, me and him got stuck in an infinite waiting loop to get to join a session. So, or join a game because people kept leaving. I wonder why. I wonder why.
They went in and said, nope, see you later.
You said you also weren't part of that video, dog? Then what video was that? Because I remember listening to it over and over and over, and T-Dizzle my nizzle for shizzle for rizzle on the other side of the fizzle.
Why?
No, I'm saying thank you so much for the I can't count that many biddies. Highly appreciate it. You already know what it be. You had a wonderful stream today. You had me laughing. Yeah, bro, honestly, I finished everything so damn early today that I was like, bro, I got like 3 hours. What am I gonna do for 3 hours? So I was watching streams and stuff, and I was like, alright, this is lit, this is lit. I'm watching people's streams I haven't watched in forever. And for some reason, I started getting bored. And not getting bored of watching the streams. I was getting bored because every time I looked down at the time, it only went like only a minute or two went by, and I was like, why is the time going by so slow? Because I was really antsy to do this, so I was like, this is taking too long. This is taking way too long. So I was like, you know what, it's alright. Maybe I can play a video game or something. I was like, no, but I can't do that, because if I do that, and I lose track of time. alright, I'm just gonna sit here and watch T-Duck stream. No, I'm gonna sit here and watch T-Duck stream. Screw it. So I watched him stream, and it was fun watching it until he raided out. Then when he raided out, I immediately got bored. And don't get me wrong, I'm not
Because
saying
it wasn't
that
too
the
dark?
person... No. Well, technically yes, but no. It's because if you watch T-Duck streams, there's always shit talking there.
Yes.
And today just happened to be one of those days where shit talk was the only day I was passing my day and passing time, letting the time go by. So, because I was watching 4 streams and everybody was playing either competitively or we're just sitting there holding conversations, and I'm sitting there like, I don't need this right now. I don't need socializing. I need trash talk. I need someone to come at my neck or something, bro. Like I'm sitting here instigating stuff, and everybody's like, haha, you're funny. I was like, I know I'm funny, but this is not what I need right now.
Roast me back!
Roast me back, thank you. Thank you. And it was horrifying. I was like, dog, alright, this is taking too long. So by that time I had 20 minutes left. I was like, let me work on some music. Alright, I'll work on some music for the stream. I ended up messing up on that one song about like 3 times. Don't know how, but I did. And lo and behold, we ended up being 2 minutes late to the stream.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Let's go. Yes, bro. Let's fucking go. Next question, no. Next question. Alright, this one's going to be an AJ question. Not a content question, but an AJ question.
Okay.
Alright, just make sure I remember this question right. Give me like 5 seconds. Alright, don't count the seconds though. Don't hold me down to that. It's gotta be
It's
something.
fine, I'm terrible at math.
Yeah, I am too. I skip 6 every time. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Oops, I skipped 5 that time. Damn. Nope, that ain't it. Bro, where is it? Thank you! Alright. So, anyways, the question was... Okay. The most exciting thing that has happened to you in the year 2020. I know it's hard to actually muster up, because it means you have to sit there and go through that filing cabinet and be like, no, that was pretty shit, that was pretty shit. Oh yeah, this one time, no, that actually ended bad. Thank you so much for the 5 biddies. Didn't have to do that, but you did, and I appreciate you.
Alright.
Thank you so much, Zach. Look at her. She's
There
actually
were-
like, her brain's steaming right now. She's like,
Yeah.
honestly, this year's been pretty trash.
My gears were turning for a second. I would say I feel very fortunate because the one con that I decided to go to in 2020 was in January, so I was able to attend before the pandemic started. In the middle of January this year, I did get to travel to San Antonio and attend PAX South, which was so much fun. I got to meet a big part of a Twitch community that I was a part of for a long time. And we had a group of about 30 of us that, hit or miss, all kind of did things together. So that was a really fun time. That's a big standout. But I think also, too, for obvious reasons, I would say the most exciting thing for me to happen in 2020 would be quitting my job and going full-time as a content creator, too. Because that in and of itself was a big goal of mine for a long time, and it finally came to fruition, and the things all came together this year, so.
At least you had a better start with full-time content creation than I did. When I went full-time last year, I was so excited, dog. I was like, yes, bro, I'm done with college for the semester, dog. It's summertime. Full-time content creation. At least until I go back to college next semester, which ended up not happening. And then COVID happened. So anyways, I was like, yes, let's do it. My first month was trash, bro. Zest was there. Zest can verify this. Everything in his mother, computer-wise, that is bad, happened to me. The only thing I can say that didn't happen was my computer either blowing up or catching fire. But internet outages, bad days constantly. People will ask me to do something, like, hey bro, I need you to go take me here or do this, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be late to stream. I'm gonna be fucking late. Alright, fine, okay, whatever. Come back, I'm like 3, 4, 5, 6. No, let's screw it, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, hours late. And it would constantly happen. It happened so much that I had to take I had a whole week to actually stream. I was so stressed out that wasn't even enjoying it, so I had to take like a whole vacation away from content creation and everything total. And I came back strong as ever. But I'll tell you what though, ever since I came back from it, I've been a lot better though. Because before I was like, dog, I honestly don't even see the point. I haven't had a Twitch payout in like 20 years in a decade. It's only been like a couple weeks. But you know when you're depressed, everything seems like magnified. It's like, dog, I got my Twitch payout last week, but it felt like 2 months went by, dog. I don't understand what's going on. It's like no one's really come by my streams anymore, even though everyone came by my streams. But when you're depressed, you don't think about it like that.
Yeah, no, I 100% understand, for sure.
It's like everyone's too busy for me, even though everyone's sitting there saying, hey bro, what's wrong? But nope, you're too damn depressed because you're so damn frustrated with everything. You're like, everyone's too busy. And I came back and I was like, I don't give a shit, dog. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna make me some video. I'll make me some Twitch streams today. And then Realm came out. Then I lost my best friend because he replaced me. That's right, I'm talking about you, T-Dot. I'm talking about you. If that's not a guilt trip, then I don't know what it is. But
yeah,
it's
really difficult, you know, whenever you do struggle with anxiety and depression, because content creation is such a delicate balance. You know, you have those weeks and those sometimes just those days or those weeks or whatever it is where you have really good streams, really consistent, you know, lots of viewership, you know, donations, subs, things like that. And then you have those days and weeks that seem to happen just immediately after, where it's, you know, you have really, really low average and no one's coming by. And, you know, you try to think about it logically and you go through every single thing of, why aren't these people showing up that, you know, used to show up all the time? What's going on? What's different about what I'm doing? What can I do different? And I think that can be a good thing, but also a really, really bad thing. That on one hand, I think it encourages you to have that kind of constant improvement, you know, improve different things on the stream, do, you know, new transitions and new emotes and things like that, kind of bring more of the viewership back. But then on the flip side, there's no rhyme or reason for why it happens. You know, some days people are just busy. Some days people just can't make it. And even on those days, I think it's always important to remember that as long as you continue to have fun with it, as long as the good continues to outweigh the bad, if you push through, then chances are you'll probably come out on the other side right back where you were, you know, with those higher numbers and higher averages and things like that.
I mean, I've seen people complain, and I mean complain. It's hot as hell in my room. Give me a second. I'll keep talking now. But
no worries.
I've seen people complain about the fact of the matter that their revenue dropped so drastically throughout the year, and I'm like, why are you so shocked? What you mean? Bro,
yeah.
There's a reason why everyone's struggling. It's for one reason only. COVID. Let it go.
Yeah.
I stopped giving a shit about my revenue for the longest time. After I did my subathon, because when I did my subathon, that was like towards the beginning of the lockdown and all that crazy stuff. So I still got it. I was still around this. I was in that safe spot where viewers are still pretty solid and income coming in from streaming and the family business. It was a constant flow. But after a halfway point of lockdown, money just scarce, dog. Everyone's running out of like just getting fired or furloughed, and some people get accepted for unemployment, some people don't. It's like shit happens. You know what I mean? Shit happens, especially this year. It's something that you can't help but stress over it when you're used to something for so long. And that's one thing I love about content creation. It keeps you on your toes. It's like a roller coaster. Emotional roller coaster. You have like one perfect ass month of high viewers and high chatters and blah blah blah, yada yada, you name it, and then it'll just be 2 days straight, and you feel like your whole content creation is falling down, just crumbling. Like, but
exactly, yeah.
It was fine. What happened? What did I do wrong? It's not you. It's the system.
And it's hard to get in those thought loops because you can't logically justify it. You know, if there was like a known reason for it, then you could say, okay, well, it was just because of this and move on. But sometimes it's hard whenever, especially when you don't just have one bad stream, but you have 2, 3, 5, 10 in a row. And you're like, is it time to reassess? Is it time to reevaluate? What do I need to be doing differently? But at the end, there's so many factors that contribute to it, and you can't predict anything.
Nope.
I had one of the best months that I've ever had, the month of May, specifically just because several of my friends were on unemployment and they were not working and they had a lot more free time to come by and watch streams and things like that. And, in some cases, at least in the state that I live in, unemployment tended to pay more than what most people's regular salary was.
Mm-hmm.
So not only did they have all this time in the world to sit around and watch streams and things like that, but then they had a little bit more disposable income too, from those benefits. And then you kind of see that fall off, as things start to open back up and people go back to work, and that's just how it goes, You can't do anything about it. You just gotta keep on pushing and keep on moving.
The benefits outweigh the risk. Exactly.
Yes. Bingo, Hainer.
That's exactly how that works. And T-Duck, I'm just fucking with you, bro. you know that I don't really think that you replace me, because there's only one me. In all reality, if there's a second me out there, dog, I'm gonna kill him, because there can only be one.
That's your clone.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
Makes you on an alternate timeline.
Yeah, no, I ain't about that. He can stay in that timeline. I'm keeping mine. I run these lines, bro. I run these lines. He need to hop off. I run these Twitch streets over here on this timeline. He can stay over that way. he can stay in his own lane.
He can stay in backwards world.
Yeah, bro. Just cause your timeline shit don't mean you have to come over here and make me switch places with you. Cause I'm already sitting here hating life some days as is. I don't need to go to your shit and then hate life every day. I like having good days from time to time. You might have just watched the recording. Oh, that's probably what it is. That's probably what it was, Jack. I probably watched the whole damn thing, and I just felt like I was actually there. But I do remember sitting there and listening to it. It felt like hours. Listen to that same fucking song for hours. I may have been wrong, but I could have sworn I was in that video. But it's alright though. Shit, there was another question. But we got so off topic, and that happens over Smokes Radio. Nothing stays on topic for long. Alright. There's a me asking a question to you receiving a question. If you were a bigger streamer. Alright, let me ask this question properly. Alright, if you were a bigger streamer, like let's say Ninja, Tifu, blah blah blah, all-time partner status, like you're hanging out with Ellen DeGeneres type of shit and rappers, right? How would you like your content to impact the internet and or the world?
That's a really good question.
Mm-hmm.
One of the goals that I've always had for my content is to make people laugh. I think that
you do.
There's I think that, especially in the society we live in today, it's important to remember to have fun and remember to laugh and remember to, mess around and goof off. And essentially, at the end of it, that's kind of what my content is all based around. We tend not to take anything seriously over on my side of things.
Onyx Remote, thank you so much for the host. You didn't have to.
Hey Onyx, what's up?
I appreciate you. We appreciate you. There we go. That sounds more
appreciate you, Muzzy. Yeah, so my content in general, I would just want it to be impactful in a positive way. I would want people to hear the name AJBakePlays and think, oh, that's that really funny, goofy girl that streams Nintendo games. I don't want people to say AJBakePlays. Hey, Yonder, thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
I want people to think AJBakePlays and think, oh my gosh, she's so negative. She screams at people online, and she's toxic to other people in her chat, and she's very negative. I see a lot of negativity.
That's me. Thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome to the Indie family. I hope you had a wonderful day. Yeah, that's me. I'm that toxic dude. But I'm only toxic. I'm only toxic to people I care about.
Yes, in that sense, it's okay. You know, like there's a
So,
difference between
you're
giving
fine.
your
You're
friends
fine.
trouble and just um, oh my gosh, they're camping. Oh my gosh, they're X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I see a lot of creators that spend a lot of their time talking about negative things going on and talking about things that make them angry and upset. And I don't see a lot of creators anymore that focus on the things that make them happy and the things that they're passionate about. And that's always been kind of the focus for me. So to answer your question in a roundabout way, if I was a bigger streamer, I would want my impact to be a positive one and not a negative one.
I can vibe with it. I can vibe with it. My impact is short, sweet, and to the point. I just want to be a distraction. That's it. That's my
And that's
only
okay,
goal.
you know?
Hmm. I mean, I've had it happen multiple times where someone told me that I was a good distraction because blah 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 happened in their life or happened today, and I'm like, that's the reason why I hit that go live button, cause that's
And
the
people
only reason
need
why I do it.
that. People need
Hmm.
that.
A good distraction, not a bad distraction. If you're sitting there watching my
Yes.
streams while you're in college or in high school and you get in trouble, do not bring that shit to my channel and be like, yo, bro, you got my phone taken away. No, motherfucker, you got your phone taken away. I'm just sitting here playing my video games outside of school.
You made
You
that
can't blame me.
choice. You're the one
But,
skipping school.
hmm but I commend you for being a loyal and watching it at your own risk. I commend you for that, but I'm not taking the blame though. I've had that happen to me too. No one came to me and told me, say, yo, bro, you're the reason why I got my phone taken away, or I got in trouble at work, or blah blah blah. No, they're probably thinking it, but they're like, yo, I was watching I was watching your stream the other day, and it was kind of hilarious. Then the boss caught me while watching the stream, and he gave me a little lecture, and I'm like, you shouldn't have done that, but thanks though. If I knew that, I would have told you to get the fuck off the stream, bro. But thank you though. But it happens. It really do. It really do.
For sure.
She's a 79-cent loaf of bread.
That's a gas station bread.
You know that thing is probably already stale and partially molded.
Yep. It's been there for 3 weeks.
Yep.
Yep.
Or they claim that they just put it on the shelf, and yet you look at the expiration date and it says 2, 3, 4 days past due. But
Yep.
they just put it on the shelf. Why are you holding to
Typical
the bread
gas
so long?
station.
I've had that happen. Actually, it hasn't happened at a store though. It happened at church. It happened at my uncle's church. He's a pastor of the church, and because a lot of people, especially before 2020 was a thing, a lot of people that went to the church, a lot of members, they were struggling to feed their kids and blah 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 XYZ. So he was like, all right, what we'll do is grab a lot of food and stuff, like maybe snacks or bread or cookies or blah blah blah, and they'll just have like a whole box full one Sunday or a couple Sundays throughout that month, and just have it there for the kids and for the struggling single parents, which I thought was cool. Until the one day I grabbed this cookie cake, and the cookie cake was good the first day, but when I had it the second day, it wasn't. The thing
Was it old?
When I grabbed it, was the last day before it actually started being stale. And I was like, who gives away shit like this, bro? I could have got food poisoning. I could have waited on it,
Out of a
and then
cookie cake!
yes, bro. I was like, I could have said no. I'm gonna wait till this. I'm gonna wait till Wednesday to eat it because this event's happening on TV or whatever, and I'm gonna eat it on that event just because I want to do it. And then when I ate it, it'd be my luck that the mold wouldn't be on the surface, it would actually be on the inside, and I would eat it without even knowing. Then I would have died.
You could have. Not penicillin. Nothing to mess with.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bruh, I was like, that could have happened. And I just realized that the quantum gaming on both of our little web frames, the one on your side is lower than the one on my side. That's gonna fuck my OCD. Alright. So I'm not gonna pay attention to that no more. But yeah, I almost died that day. It could have been, there wouldn't been a right to smoke, so I'm sorry, chat. You can blame the church.
It's always the church's fault.
Me and God would have had a long conversation. Like, what you doing here? I just had a cookie cake.
Dear God, why is my cookie cake stale?
Exactly. He'd be like writing a letter to Santa Claus. It was like, my man, why? Send. Because apparently God's on that technology level now. He accepts text messages now. All right, what else you got? You got any questions up in this?
Do you mind if I step away for just like 30 seconds?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
30 seconds starting in 3, 2. Look at her go! She's running! She's running, chat! She'll be back. I'll take a potato chip and eat it. I don't know, dog. It depends on how stale it is. Like, alright, let's put it this way. When I ate that cookie cake, it wasn't even that bad. Hold on. It wasn't even that bad because the first day was fine. But when I ate it the second day, for some reason it tasted like I left it there for like 3 days without the lid on it. And it just tasted so damn bad. She only gets 30 seconds. Bruh, she booked it. When I said 30 seconds starts in 3, 2, she dipped. She's like, oh shit. Hold up, I didn't think he was actually gonna give me 30 seconds. You haven't been hanging around me enough. I do that shit just because it's funny. She absolutely. Or anyone that I hang out with. Watch this. 2, 1. 2, 2, 1.
I have reappeared.
Oh my god. You made it just in time.
Just in time.
Mind you.
If she's over, rip.
Mind you, you were not on time at all. It took you actually 2 minutes, 35 seconds, and 22 milliseconds. The only reason why I know it's 22 milliseconds because 22 milliseconds go by very fast, but not fast enough for me to keep track of it. And yes, I keep track of things when I tell people they got 30 seconds. So I love proving them wrong when they're late. Like, you're late!
Was that really 2 minutes? Didn't seem that long.
Girl, I don't know. I'm just some dude on a Twitch meeting. I'm just some dude. I'm not no math whiz. I bet you anything. The chat kept track though. They kept track on that 100%. The music is echoing or something. It should not be. Oh. It is. That's weird. It should not have been, but it was. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I don't know how the hell that happened. I had that part muted in the Streamlabs, but it's alright. I ain't worried about it though. Alright, we got another question. Alright, you don't have to really answer this question. Oh, T, I got you. Oh my god. T-Duck's question is, I'm gonna translate it the exact same way he would. So, AJ, do you bake or do you bake?
I don't have a particular passion for baking. T-Duck, we actually answered this question a little earlier. My name actually came from my actual name. My maiden name, my last name is Baker. So AJBake was actually my nickname in high school. So, do I bake? Sometimes. I mean, like box brownies, yes. Box cake, yes. Like bread, no. I'm terrible with recipes and following directions, so not so much on that side. Do I bake? That might be a question for off camera, but.
Oh, she bakes then. Uh-huh. She be baking.
Blake and Bake. I
She
do
be
also get
baking.
called AJ Blake a lot.
I mean, I guess I can see it when you're looking at it too fast.
Yeah.
T-Duck picking up what you're throwing down. He said, oh, conversation off camera? Oh, all I'm hearing is, I'm gonna be there in 5 minutes. We're gonna be eating some brownies. Brownies.
No good.
Enough said. Or some cookies. Or
Or a
if it-
waffle.
Actually, hold up. Can you do that with a waffle? No, yeah, question off stream. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. So we're gonna be eating pastries. Enough said. Enough freaking said. T-Duck's sitting there laughing. He's like, yo, wow. I didn't know she could dance like that. Bro, I'm gonna get rid of this video real quick.
Since we're on the topic, I'll just throw my 2 cents out there. There's a big stigma behind that, and I don't think that there should be, because I think that there's a lot of benefits medicinally with things like anxiety and depression, and even things like, eating disorders, people that struggle having an appetite and eating 3 meals a day.
And don't get us started with pain. You get done with
Yes.
the surgery? Oh,
Yes, that too. That's a big one. Like,
my grandfather had to do that when he had his hip replaced. I think it was his hip. No, he has something wrong with his neck. I can't remember. I think it happened when he was in the Air Force when he was doing some loading, and it's just something that happened over time as he got older. And he was trying to push back on getting the surgery because he wouldn't be able to move his neck as much. Like, he wouldn't be able to completely do like this or anything. He literally has to turn his body around to look. So he was trying to prevent that. So his doctor actually said, your best bet if you don't want to do that is to get some type of medical marijuana. And you'd be surprised what those medical marijuanas can come down to. Like, they got liquid condensed. Like, all you have to do is get those little what do they call those things? Those little tubes where you pull it up. It has little measurements on it. You know what I'm talking about? You can just squirt it.
Like a vial or like a syringe?
Like a syringe, yeah, exactly. Like a syringe.
Okay, yeah.
You got the syringe. You got the candy. I already knew about the candy, but I didn't think they made it for medical. Like, they actually sold that at a medical place. And I was like, yo, that's actually pretty dope. I thought you could only get those from dealers, bro. All right,
That is really dope.
Yo, all of a sudden my neck hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. The state that I live in is really backwards about that too, because medical is actually legal in the state that I live in, but we do not have any type of dispensary or anywhere to get it. So it was legalized, I believe, in September or October of last year, on the basis that dispensaries would be opening up in early 2020, but of course, due to the pandemic and all that, story of our lives. Yeah, early 2020, things that precede unfortunate events, right?
Yeah, right.
So due to all of that was pushed back and postponed. So even though it is legal to use it medically, we actually don't have a legal way to obtain it in the state that I live in right now, which is kind of nuts.
I got a trick for you. Come to Delaware and say your neck hurt. It's a wrap.
There you go.
I got you. I mean, I can't guarantee you that you will get it right then and there. You have to stay here for maybe a week, because you know how doctors do. They have to be like, oh, we got to check these x-rays real quick. No, you don't need an x-ray, dog. Just take my word on it. I got neck pains.
Yeah. I mean, in all seriousness, though, the process to get a medical card was not hard for me at all. It was pretty straightforward. I went through a telehealth appointment, so we just FaceTimed on my iPhone, and I just had to give them a couple of documents from my doctor, and they said, okay. Pretty quick and painless. It was expensive, but pretty quick and painless.
Wait, we talking about for the medical? For the medical marijuana?
Yes. Yep.
I thought it wasn't easy. She trying to cop out on us, chat. She's copping out on us. She just said it wasn't easy to get it, and yet she got it easy.
No. Easy to get the card. Impossible legally to obtain the product.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, first of all, you can't switch up the story like that. You can't say it's impossible. That's like saying, oh, bro, this dope game is coming out, bro, but only I can get it first.
Yeah,
like,
no.
what?
No. The
The
process, yeah, the process to get approved for that is pretty quick and painless. I mean, in all seriousness, you could have a very minute medical condition and you would still probably qualify. But it's actually obtaining it. There's not a legal way to do that here yet,
Well, that's the
which
case.
is goofy.
That's trash.
Yeah,
Shouldn't be able
right?
to get that
Not
either.
even
That's
the
the
NFL.
case. Yeah, that's the case. I might as well just go and be like, they'll be like, all right, what's your problem that you need this medical marijuana? Do you want the whole like rundown what happened to me in 2018, or you just want me to sum it up? Because I can just tell you about the worst year of my life and then tell you that I'm just depressed. When in all reality, I'm not really that depressed. I'm just easily stressed out. But that's adulthood, though.
And that's why we have things like natural supplements that help us calm down and help us not stress so much, you know?
Yeah, that's why I do. That's why I stream, kind of. Unless streaming is stressing me out, then it's a wrap. I'm watching Hulu or Netflix all damn day. Y'all ain't no one hearing from me. Antisocial. They'll be like, yo, Smokes, I haven't heard from you in 2 days, bro. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot you exist. It was good, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, get out of here, T-Duck. Get out of here, dog. Don't you have some some THC to induce yourself in? Like, what you mean? Just stop, dog. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me, T-Duck. Just take one look at your ass. You immediately like, oh, yep, he needs it. I'm like, bro, I only came in here just to get my physical. No. I know what you came here.
Onyx also, yes, what you said, 25 for, you know, the price difference, that's a real problem here too. For sure. There are dispensaries right across the river in Illinois. It's about a 35-minute drive, so you could go to Illinois and get it. But, you know, just like I'm sure you've experienced too, the prices are insane. They just tax the crap out of it.
I think it's state-wise, because if you live in Delaware or any other state that's sales tax-free state, I don't think it's that bad. But in tax sales states, that will vary on the state, because every state has different tax ranges. Tax ranges. So I'm glad I live in Delaware. That's the only perk about Delaware I can say. No sales tax. Property taxes though? I'd rather live in Hawaii. At least I know while I'm getting charged a shit ton.
Yikes. T-Duck, I'm in Missouri.
Yep, she's in Missouri, dog.
It's to go, baby.
That's all I'm saying. Alright, correct. I think he's in Missouri too. Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, you are too, T-Duck? Huh.
See, I told you I'm a good friend. I remember stuff sometimes. I got you, bro. Oh my god. I do for the vape. Bruh. So does T-Duck. So does T-Duck. T-Duck's my dude, dog. 100%. But the first time I talked to this man, I was like, yo, T-Duck, you wanna do a collab stream? He's like, I was gonna stream with Smokes, but then I got high. What you mean? T-Duck cool people, though. 100%. If you haven't watched T-Duck streams, you're already fucking up. Just like AJ streams. AJ streams. Her shit be funny. Her shit be funny.
Well, thanks. That's the goal. I hope that my bad gameplay can cause other people to laugh.
No, that's the best. I prefer to watch people that suck at video games, or at least suck at certain video games, just so I can actually hold a conversation with them. If they're really good at a game, chances are I'm not gonna watch this shit. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this dude got like 40 kills in a row. Next stream. God, no, I'm not talking to this dude. Or I'm not talking to this chick. You can't talk to them because they're so focused on the game, they forget that they're streaming.
That too. That is one of the biggest reasons why I kind of vie away from the competitive scene, kinda. And the games that I mainly stream, for anyone that doesn't know, are Smash Bros and Mario Kart. Those are kind of my two standbys, and we do online plays for all of those on stream. And kind of the reason why I vied away from being super competitive and being super like, I'm on that grind, trying to get platinum or whatever, is because I would so much rather, have, for lack of a better word, half-assed, mediocre gameplay, but then have a great community to chit-chat with and really keep people involved and interacted and entertained. Speaking from experience, and I'm sure that we all have probably come across a stream before where we try to say hi and we try to get engaged in the chat and with the streamer, and the streamer is so intently focused on the round or the game or whatever they're doing that they kind of miss some of that. And that's not to say that's a bad thing, because everyone is their own type of content. Some people like that. Some people want just that, good gameplay only type of feel. But for me personally, I find it much more fulfilling to build a community and make friends with people and chit chat and be very talkative.
Yep, because that's how you form bonds. That's how you know when you're gonna have someone that's gonna have your back. Let's say you have a bad stream day, and let's say you and I were doing like a collab stream of whatever game, right? And I wasn't streaming, but I was just guest starring on yours, just because screw it, why not? And the stream didn't go so well. Granted, when you're streaming, you're gonna put up that fake smile like a motherfucker, because you feel like you have to and really don't. I mean, there's nothing wrong with showing that you're pissed off, but let's be honest, we don't like doing that because it just makes us feel bad morally. So we're gonna put that fake smile up. But once that go live button and once you hit that raid button and you stop that stream, I know for a fact I'm gonna hear bitching complaints, because that's how we do it. So when you form those bonds, I'm gonna be there and be like, yeah, that shit was kind of ass, wasn't it, girl? But you always got tomorrow though. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's why. Me personally, I like watching the content creator instead of focusing on what they're playing. What they're playing what made me go in there, but what's keeping me there is the person himself.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, that's why I like talking in chat. I may not talk in people's chat as often as I used to. I need to work on that. I'm slacking. But even then, sometimes I'm not talking because I just don't feel like talking. I'm just lazy. I don't feel like going, let me reach over and hit this fucking, saying, boop. Oh man, she said something, hold up. Oh, bro. No, I get too lazy. I don't even feel like doing it. I'm just going to sit there and be like, yo! It just got bodied, bro! Oh my god. Bruh, someone got clipped that, because I ain't getting up to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, sometimes I just sit back and just watch you guys make your magic. But it's the content creator themselves that keeps me into your content. So I understand that completely. It's just when someone's too focused on an actual game and just sits there and 2 hours of the stream just them just staring.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Yo, I just got that. Alright. No. I'm like, first of all, I can see up your nose, bro. Back up a little bit. Secondly, say something to me. I've been typing in this chat for 2 hours. 2 hours. And you haven't even acknowledged the fact of the matter. Bro, I even dropped bits, but you can't hear either? I didn't even drop bits because you're making good content. I dropped bits so I can get your attention, bro. What is going... Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I can't. Some people I'll tolerate it, because they're my friends at that point. I'm like, at least they're going to notice me eventually. But new people, no. So I get that. And I would not be surprised if AJBakePlays really fucking, monstrous level elite off stream with Mario Kart. Because that's kind of how it goes. You suck mad ass when you're going live, but when that camera stops rolling, you're just no, before the camera starts rolling, you're a pro. When you hit that go live button, you're a noob. But when that camera goes back off, you're a pro again.
I don't know. In games like Mario Kart, where it's so RNG based, it's very hard to I don't know. At a certain point, it just becomes muscle memory. You play the same tracks over and over. You just remember where the turns are and where the best drift, patterns are and things like that. But as far as the item spam and things like that go, it's so hit and miss. I mean, you can just be having a great race, and our favorite, enemy maker, the blue shell, But we even have a command for it on the channel. We do. It's actually it's the sound clip of the video. Put it in reverse, Taylor.
Oh yeah, I have heard that.
Because every time one gets chucked at me, I'm like slamming the B button, trying to get in second place so I don't get hit. I don't even think that's how it works, though.
Honestly, me personally, I just play Mario Kart only when someone says, "Yo, let's play Mario Kart" or "Let's stream Mario Kart," and that's normally Mr. of all games himself. But you say that it's RNG based. I've seen Jordan pull some shit off, bro. I've seen him pull some. The last time we played, it was me, him, and Brayden, and I don't remember who threw the blue shell. Was it me? It could have been Brayden. What the heck is that? Oh, just fly. It could have been Brayden, or it could have been an NPC or AI. But someone threw a blue shell, and I was in second place. Jack was in first place. It went past me, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, somebody getting hit by that. Hinting at Jack. I was like, somebody getting hit by that. And now I just see him just like swerve around this corner, and the blue shell goes past him, and then kept going. He's like, yeah, someone is, but it ain't me. I was like, what the fuck?
So where did it go?
Guess it hit the person in last place. I don't know. It just, I'm right here. Jack's all the way up here, right? I'm seeing the blue shell go past me and just hovering over my head, and I was like, oh shit, this is happening. And it goes, and I was like, what? No. I don't play Mario Kart much. I don't play Mario Kart much at all. But one thing I do remember from the N64, the blue shell normally hits the person in first place, if I'm not incorrect.
Yes.
So, who is that shell hitting? Because I was heated. Because immediately, my video game RNG just clicked in my head. I was like, watch that shit make like a whole lap around and hits me. It literally go past Jack, goes past everyone else, comes back to me and go bloop. But it didn't. I don't know where that shell went. But it was the weirdest thing ever.
In Mario Kart 8, though, I don't know which version you were playing, but they actually added in Mario Kart 8 you can dispel blue shells with the speaker box item, which I think is total BS because you get that item in like first and second place. That's not like a good item overall, but it's good whenever you need to get rid of blue shells, I guess.
That's sick.
And also with bombs too. If you have a bomb item in the new one, if you throw a bomb back at the blue shell before it's over you, then you can explode it with that too. Which cheaters.
That honestly could have been the case. He could have had the speaker thing on, and he knew the blue shell right behind him or something, and he just had it going about its way. But even with that being said, it just blew my mind. I was like, there's no way in hell.
Yeah.
And I've never beat Jack at Mario Kart, so. You say RNG, I say my man just too damn good at it. It's either that or I just suck mad ass and I should never play the game ever again, but I don't listen to the man. I just do what I want. So I'm gonna play it again anyways. Alright chat, y'all got anything? I know y'all got some questions. Because if not, I got lots.
Isaac wants to know what big streamers do we watch?
Oh, this is a question from both of us? I mean, I guess I forgot to add that. You could ask both of us questions. I'll let you go first, Miss Guestar.
Sure, yeah. As far as big streamers, there are actually quite a few streamers. I consider them big. Quite a few of them are partners. There were a few of us that all kind of started at the same time, and we kind of connected and built that relationship through Twitter and things like that. And obviously, sometimes, people are on it, and sometimes people are successful a little quicker than others. So I do watch a lot of Stallion. He plays Call of Duty. He's actually really, really getting super big right now. He's one of the top Call of Duty streamers in the UK where he's based. I do watch Jambo. She is a Twitch partner that lives actually right over the next state over from me. And she's super sweet. Her community is awesome. I love hanging out in Jambo streams. She's always very positive, very, very bubbly, very happy.
Her clips on Twitter are freaking hilarious.
Yes. I think between Jambo and Ashley Robato, both of them have very, very good quality content that I guess, deadpan kind of humor that I think is
Yeah.
hilarious.
It is hilarious.
Yeah, I also have recently started watching a lot of Duty Beard. He
That's one name
was,
I've not heard.
yeah, he was actually a part of a community that I used to be involved with, but the streamer who kind of ran that community just kind of disappeared off the face of the earth one day, and we haven't heard from him since.
Anything
But
like
Duty
that.
Beard has a fantastic production level. I mean, he has a fully animated intro theme song. He like it's like turning on a movie whenever you turn on his stream. It is insane.
Oh my
Definitely
god.
recommend Duty Beard.
We need to do that. We need to do that. I've been seeing a lot of people do that, but I was like, bro, I don't want to like steal their stick though. But then I see everyone's doing it. I'm like, that's too saturated. But I'm so creative when it comes to that type of stuff. Oh my god, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started, because y'all gonna have me going on a whole rant about the 2020 send-off video. Y'all gonna get me started on that, and I'm not trying to spoil anything. But AJ gets to see it though, because her clips are in there.
So
She gets to see the early productions. But anyways, yeah, I understand that completely. A lot of people that we like to like keep around us, like watch, even though they're like bigger content creators, especially if you start off the same time as them, it is very freaking fun. As long as you're not poor sport, it is very freaking fun watching them grow. Plus, their community is technically your community, and the people that are in there probably already know you, so they're already gonna hop over to your stuff. Helps the process of growing. That's why networking and befriending people and talking in chat and getting a chance to know people, because you would never know who's gonna make it a partner within like the next 2 or 3 days, and then y'all already cool, and he's like, well, my man is struggling to get that average view up to like 17, so I'm gonna rate him like almost every day, or I'm gonna rate her every day with my 2,007 million kajillion billion viewers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know, stuff like that can happen.
well, and I
That's
think
why.
the most important thing too to remember, there's been a lot of I don't even know what springboarded. I guess someone made a comment in someone else's chat that they didn't feel like they could come into their stream because they were a partner, or a partner came into their stream and they wouldn't talk to them because they were a partner. I forget what the situation was. But I think that a really important thing to remember is just because someone's a partner doesn't mean that they're so big and so busy that they don't have time to pay attention to chat and interact with their viewers. Duty Beard,
Yes.
like I mentioned earlier, perfect example for that. You know, my dude has easy hundreds of viewers at any given point, and he is still very engaged and very, you know, addresses certain people in the chat based on comments and things like that. At the end of the day, people are just people, you know, just because they're a partner doesn't mean that they're unapproachable, and, you know, you can make friends anywhere. I think it's always important to go in with the mindset that I'm here to check out the content and I'm here to be a friend, you know?
That's how I look at it. I feel the exact same way when it comes to bigger streamers. I mean, now I do. Now that I actually started streaming on Twitch and stuff. Before, I'll see like this one. There was only one person I actually watched stream before I started doing content creation in general, YouTube and Twitch, and that was this chick named Sweet Pea, Cool Peoples. She don't stream as much anymore, but when she first started like grinding to a partner back in 2014, if I'm not incorrect, I would never ever talk in her chat. It would be a once in a blue moon if I talked in there, and that's only because I saw something funny or she was asking like a general question or whatever, and wanted the chats to like point on it, perspective on it. And that's the only time I'll talk, and mostly because when you see so many people, like you see that chat bar going like this, it's overwhelming, first of all. Secondly, that mindset will go into your head. It's like, she got all these people talking. What's the chance that she or he is going to talk to me? And in some cases, believe it or not, most streamers actually give a shit about keeping track of their chat. Actually, have their Streamlabs or whatever application that they have, like set up to where they scroll up in the chat. Because if their chat is scrolled up, it won't move unless it's too many people talking. So they actually have the time to actually look through everything. I mean, granted, they'll be behind in some cases, but even then, They are paying attention to every little thing, which goes into my favorite bigger streamers. The newly partnered, the one and only Hive Queen. She's wonderful, fucking wonderful peoples. She's one of the people that I actually knew that from about the chat thing. She actually pre-scrolls it. So when she first starts off her stream, of course everyone's in there saying hi, hi, hi. So when she's in her stream starting soon, she's typing out hi to everybody individually. 2, when she actually switches scenes, she'll scroll up a little bit so that way the chat won't move as quickly. So her eyes are actually keeping track of everything that's going on. I love that chick. She is wonderful peoples. I only have like 2, honestly, at this point. Honestly, has to be Grizzly.
Grizzly.
Has to be Grizzly. At this very moment, it just went down to 2 because most people are either switching platforms or not streaming as often. So, bigger streamers, Grizzly and Hive Queen. Grizzly for the same reason. He keeps track of his chat 100%.
So you look for more of that interactivity type of streamer. You know, someone that's going to be consistently chit-chatting with chat and checking in and, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
remembering things about certain people, right?
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be like, he don't have to sit there and just like have his fucking controller in his hand or his keyboard and mouse in his hand, just not looking at the game at all, just sitting there staring at the chat, just like, blah, 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 dying over and over. I mean, granted, when you see someone die in a game multiple times, it gets to the point where it gets boring. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, has that split of attention. Like, when he needs to put his attention towards the game, like if it's the heat of a game or whatever, he'll sit there and be like, alright, give me a second, chat. Give me 1 second. And then goes in on the game. And then after he's in that downplay time where he's like, alright, I can calm down now, goes back to the chat. Something like that. I mean, everyone does their things their own different way. And every content creator affects me in a different way. Some people I do watch for their gameplays. Some people I don't. I just watch them for their content of just them being them. AJ is like a mixture of both because sometimes it's really fucking hilarious to see her fuck up in a game. Exactly, fucking up in a game. Whether it be in Smash Bros, it's the biggest one. That's hilarious. Your mess up.
I'm a great Smash player, okay? Alright, I've had some good combos.
That may be the case, but that don't mean nothing if you're messing up. If you mess up on something, I'm gonna laugh. You can get the win all you want, but there's always gonna be a part where you slipped somewhere. Whether you messed up a block, you used your side B at the wrong time, you jumped at the wrong time and you got hit by a stray item or whatever, it doesn't matter. If you mess
Or
up
Game Shark. We didn't take that into account.
You see what I'm saying?
Big son.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you mess up, and the mess ups are what makes the clips.
Bingo.
If you have perfect streams all the time, it's gonna be boring.
Exactly. And if we are nothing in life, we are not boring.
No. Normality is dead anyways.
Exactly.
The heck is normal? What's normal for you is not normal for me. Right,
Onyx asked a question. At what time in your life were you like, hey, I want to stream and made that commitment to start?
That's for you.
Yeah. So,
That one's for you.
I have always wanted to do something with the gaming industry. I knew from the time that I was a little kid that I wanted to be involved in the gaming industry and with the entertainment industry. And back then, you know, in the late 90s, early 2000s, streaming and, you know, broadcasting was not even a thing back then. Most people still, I mean, we had dial-up internet until like 2010, something crazy.
YouTube was still
So, yeah. So, streaming was non-existent back then, and I didn't know what exactly I wanted to do with my life, but I knew that I wanted to do something involved with gaming and something involved with entertainment, making people laugh. And this was in the later part of 2018, Old School RuneScape had re-released as an iOS app, so my friend Hannah and I, who's in the chat, got into playing it again. And I remember I was sitting at Isaac's gaming PC and I was playing it with Hannah, and I said, yeah, you know, why not? It was right about the time where Ninja was really starting to become like a household name, where the whole streaming and broadcasting was becoming more of a mainstream type of deal. I was like, how hard can it be? Let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. I didn't know I didn't know at the beginning that streaming was what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I just knew that it had to do with playing games and it had to do with being entertaining, and um, I was excited at the possibility. And really, I think after that first initial, getting started on Twitch and hitting affiliate and really starting to build that community, I was like, okay, this is something that I could really see myself being passionate about and could see myself doing for years and years and years. Not even directly streaming, but content creation in general. I very, very recently just started getting into video editing and relearning how to use the Adobe suite, Photoshop and Adobe Premiere Video Editor. And I think I've had more fun in the past 3 or 4 months learning how to use that software and making content and, really diving headfirst into content creation than I have in any other job that I can ever think of. So, somewhere along the way, Onyx, to answer your question, I guess it wasn't at the beginning that I knew it's what I wanted to do forever, but I think somewhere along the way, with the combination of the community plus just my overall passion for it and being a general fan of Nintendo games and things like that, all those things coming together and combining really just set the standard for me, I think.
That's realism, chat. Take notes. Take notes. I mean, I shouldn't tell y'all how I got to where I got to. Cause if I do it, everyone in my community is gonna be sitting there. Smokes, you gotta let it go. So I'm gonna tell y'all anyways, cause fuck y'all. So anyways, all right. So everyone knows by this point that I started off with YouTube, cause YouTube was a thing back then, and it was still the hottest sensation and yeet skeet ya yeet. So it wasn't YouTubing being a YouTuber that made me stop. It was all the rules, regulations, and honestly everything that Twitch is known for. YouTube's a lot worse now than it was before, but back then it wasn't that bad. Plus, back then they still had they actually made it easier for you to become a partner on YouTube. Super duper easy. Like, I made it to partner when I only had like 12 subscribers and was struggling to keep some constant views to keep me at what, 3 views at the most. Now I can get at least 8, but I'm not really focused on YouTube like that. But the reason why I stopped, I would say, ideally, started when they raised the milestone for hitting partner on YouTube, because people are doing things they weren't supposed to do, and coincidentally, because let's be honest, it has to be coincidence that our favorite people, the Paul brothers, were doing stupid shit, and coincidentally YouTube decided to raise up their milestone. I'm gonna let that go, because I don't want to get in that rant. So after that, I was like, you know what? It's whatever. I got to regrind. It's whatever. Blah blah blah. All right, let me finish up this Let's Play or two or whatever, and I'm just gonna see what I do from there. I don't know what it was, but when I was doing my normal streaming thing I do every freaking October, I'll stream horror games and stuff like that throughout October on Twitch. So it'll be like my month off from YouTube content creation, because it's something new. So that was something I always did with my boy Nitro, because it was really fun being able to not really record, but stream something and seeing all of his jump scares, mind you, all of his jump scares, and then looking back on it later, because it's already in a VOD. So I was like, you know what, this is pretty solid. But 2018, I don't know what it was. I think it was because when I was doing that, I was getting a lot of feedback. It was like, oh, this is funny, you did this, and this is funny, blah blah blah. And oh, I think if you're gonna do that, you should do this more often. You should do that more often. Mike the Quad, what's good, brother, man? you should do this. And I'm sitting there like, bro, I'm getting so much more feedback on here throughout this entire month of me playing on streaming on Twitch than I have the entire 3 years I've been doing YouTube videos. Fuck this. Twitch, let's run these pockets, bro. We got this. And like AJ, I was like, this shit shouldn't be too hard. That month was solid. Took me 2.5 months maybe to get to affiliate. That's my dumbass fault. First of all, because I was doing 12-hour streams with only like 1 or 2 viewers a day.
That's rough.
A day. But like I said, that was my fault for jinxing it, saying, "Oh, this is gonna be easy, easy, easy." Even till this day, streaming is not easy. Even till this day.
Never is.
And it's not even the numbers. It's not the numbers. It's not the revenue. It's more like the emotional part of it. It's like waking up and be like, all right, I gotta get myself ready to stream. Usually that's not the problem. Usually it's not picking the game that's the problem, even though I take forever to do that. But we all do that sometimes. We sit there like, ugh, if I am gonna stream, where am I gonna stream? But it's more so of, I don't feel like streaming today, but you feel like shit because you don't want to. So you force yourself to do it. AJ, I know you know what I'm talking about. I know you've done it. I know she's done it.
I mean, yeah. I think we all have those days where you just don't really feel like it, but you still do it anyway for, you know,
For the
the
community.
this whole aspect of consistency and keeping your schedule intact, you know?
Mm-hmm. And
You start skipping too many days, you lose some of that consistent viewership.
Yep, and it's just, and when you force yourself to do it, it's horrible because the whole time you have to fake a smile from the get-go to the very end, and then afterwards you're just sitting there like, I fucking hate everything. I just wasted all that time. I could have been watching something. It's like, and I hate faking a smile, but in my line of work, and I'm knocking shit over. In my line of work, I have to because I don't wake up happy. I wake up angry all the time. I don't like waking up. So in the beginning of my streams, when I'm like, "Yo, what's good, everybody?" I'm gonna be front with you right now. Majority of the time, it's just a front until I'm actually feeling better because I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Hello, chat. I woke up."
Hello, chat. Our stream.
Dog, I should do that next stream, dog. Just be like, just do that, get that whole transition out the way. Hello, chat. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, because I'm not. And I hate everything. So let's get to the game, shall we? Transition, please. You know what I'm saying? Dog, I don't like being all Debbie Downer, so I have to, it gets to that point where we all have to do it, where we have to fake it till we make it. Fake it until that mood evaporates. Because believe it or not, sometimes when we have to fake our positive attitude and be in the stream, you guys, the chat, you guys, the viewers, you guys, the community, make it so that positivity that we're showing is actually genuine because you make us happy. But at the beginning, no, I'm always hating everything. I'll wake up and be like, why the fuck am I awake? Lord, why am I here? You remember what happened yesterday? I don't want to be here since yesterday, dog. What is this? Whatever, man. Start the stream up. Yo, what's good? Hope y'all having a wonderful day.
Yeah.
But it'd be like that. Streaming is freaking hard. That's all I can say. And especially when you force yourself to do it. I always tell people not to, but I'm just a hypocrite. I'm just some black dude behind a Twitch banner. I'm just a hypocrite. Don't listen to me. But I'm just being honest. It's like I'm just a hypocrite. But in all reality, you should not force yourself to stream. Because sometimes it'll end up being a good stream, and other times you're sitting there like, "No, I don't want to stream tomorrow. Thank you very much." That's all. That's my pro tip for today.
Pro tip: don't force it. Just like a fart, you know, you can't force it.
Oh no, I'm straight. I'm straight on that one. I've done that before and never did it again. Do we have another question? Because I got one.
Let's hear it.
Oh yeah, we already answered that one. That was when we knew we wanted to stream. Oh, you want my question? Alright. Soul searching time. Not really. Inspiration in life. Who is it? And if there's multiple, who are they?
Oh man, that is one. That is a question.
I got one. Jack says, play the RXD song. Sure, as soon as you get your monkey ass in here and play that guitar and I can sing it. But if you ain't gonna play that guitar, then mind your business. So, inspiration, if not inspirations. Who is he or she or they? I'm gonna say Jerry. I got bars.
You know, I very recently played the game Undertale for the first time. This is all connected, trust me. I very recently played the game Undertale for the first time. And that was actually what I made my first YouTube video on. That was my first like plunge into the YouTube universe. And while I was making that YouTube video, I did a lot of research and a lot of, kind of checking on the background of the game and how the development cycle went and interesting things I could throw in to kind of spice up the video. And something that really, really, really stood out to me when I was doing research on that video was the just sheer effort of Toby Fox, who was the simultaneous creator, director, producer, developer, art designer, composer, level designer. He did virtually every single thing on that
game. He made the
game.
whole game by himself.
He made the whole game by himself. He had assistance with some of the art from Timmy Chang, who is in the game as Timmy. But he did all of that. And whenever Undertale was released in 2015, he was only 24 years old. And that in and of itself, I just remember reading that and thinking, oh my gosh, I'm 25 myself. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, someone that is my age, a little bit younger than me, put in all that time and effort and work into making this little indie RPG that really was just like a Kickstarter project no one really thought would be popular. And now, Homeboy's, making music and songs with the creator of Earthbound, and he's contributing to other projects, and his character got into Smash Bros. Like, that is just such a huge inspiration to me. Just the sheer effort that someone my age, at basically the same place in life that I'm in, put in all that effort and time into creating something because he was passionate about it and because he wanted it to be successful. That is so inspirational to me because it really shows that, you put in that work, you put in that effort, you put in that time, and the results that you see. Now, of course, some of it, I don't know how much of the success of his game was contributed to just like the overall hype, like on the internet, things like that. But, he was the one that made that game great. He was the one that made the game that everyone loves. And Undertale is a huge, huge, huge popular series now. So I would say, yeah, Toby Fox. He's super inspirational to me in all aspects.
I can vibe with it because I've never played Undertale one time. But I will say one thing, that Undertale has some of the most memorable, I guess is the right word, memorable music?
Yes. That
Like,
soundtrack was a banger.
When you hear it, you're like, that's Undertale. You know exactly where it's from. You know exactly where it's from. It's kind of like Mario too. Is exactly like Mario actually. It's like you can ask anybody, and all you have to do is just do those one little parts of the song. That do 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 do. Everybody and their mother is gonna say Mario. Like,
Yeah.
unless you get that one asshole in the back, it's gonna be like, "That's Pokemon, bro. That was from Red and
That's
Blue."
Sonic, actually.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Iconic. There you go. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack. See, Jack got my back. He's loyal sometimes. Cool peoples. I thought you were supposed to be stream. What happened? I thought you were gonna stream, dog. No, that's whatever. You get my viewer count high. I don't care. You stay here all you want. So, anyways, Jack, you said you had a question. I know you got a question. I know you haven't asked a question yet, even though you did.
Was his question just play the Roar XD song?
No, technically that wasn't even a question. That was more like a
Yeah, that was just
demand.
that was a statement.
Yeah.
That was a request. Do you have any questions for me?
I know I do, but I mean, Jack is a radio show host. He should have these things on lockdown. Had to do some grocery shopping.
Be a little more prepared.
What kind of question is that? All right. That was a dance, puppet dance. Anyways, I'm gonna ask questions because Jack played too many games, so now I get why his name is Jack of all games, because he play them all. As a streamer, who is your targeted audience?
My target audience is honestly on the younger range. I would say probably 12 to 18. That was not intentional. I didn't start making content with that in mind. I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to directly try to target these, middle schoolers and high schoolers. But the reason I say that is because, generally speaking, I like to keep my streams really PG. I tend not to swear on stream, and that is not anything to do with anything other than my own personal preference. I just don't like to hear myself say those things back whenever I'm like watching the VODs or whatever. So kind of with that, it kind of came along with it, I think I just started kind of, and plus, playing Nintendo games, like we talked about before, Nintendo was really targeted towards that kind of age range too. Nintendo primarily is for like 6 to 12, I would say. That's like their target. So playing Nintendo games in addition to, just being generally censoring myself kind of attracts that younger audience. But that's not the thing, I think that,
There's nothing wrong with that.
It definitely has
to be advertisable on YouTube, right?
Yeah, exactly. There are some struggles that come along with that because, unfortunately, sometimes things are shared in chat that, people under 18 probably shouldn't be saying or doing, and that puts me in a very awkward situation because then I kind of have to address those types of situations individually. Do I just address it specifically with this person? Do I make this a channel rule? Do I ban this person? Not only to protect them, but to protect myself. It gets very dicey sometimes whenever you have, viewers that are a little bit younger. But overall, yeah, I would say kind of the younger age range is my target for my content, but I have people of all ages that watch my streams.
I can believe that. Honestly, you would have had me at all if you just said all, and I would have believed it. But I can believe the family-friendly side more so anyways, because honestly, the closest I've seen you to cursing is literally saying BS. And those are just 2 letters. Those are just 2 letters. Mind you, chat, if you're coming from AJ's community, I'm 100% family-friendly. Introduce me to your parents. I can promise you, I won't get kicked out in 5 seconds. I won't curse one time. Just now on the Smokes Radio. Smokes Radio, anything goes at this point. But it's alright though. Honestly, in my line of work, I've seen a lot of things, right? I am 25, just like you. So I've been around on this earth long enough to see some stuff. I can guarantee you, you just like Lily. As soon as that camera stops rolling, you sitting there cursing your ass off, bruh.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Ask Isaac.
I can believe it because I went family friendly for a short period of time because I was afraid of the Twitch TOS. because they're like, oh, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't say your birthright word, you can't say this. And I'm sitting there, I was like, if I can't say nothing, I might as well just be family friendly. T-Duck members, I was family friendly for like a small period of time, and it was from like January of last year to like around the time I decided to go full time. And once I went full time, I got hit with the big ass liquid elixir we like to call the bottle of fuck it, because I realized that I don't bro because I was not about sitting there censoring myself being like, hi brother, how you doing today? No, I really want to sit there and be like, it was good, dog. What's happening, cuz? I know we run these streets. No, I was like, bruh, I'm not about this, because every time I would do so, excuse the voice crack, every time I would do so, when the stream would end, I would curse so damn much that it didn't feel like me. I thought I was a whole different person. I got so used to being censored. So whenever I stopped, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna curse here and there. It'll be all right. And then it just shit happens. My man T Dizzle, my nizzle, shizzle for rizzle. What the hell?
Let's go.
My man coming in with the I can't count amount of subs. Thank you so much for the subs. You didn't have to do that. All right, let's give it a second. Honestly, that's normally louder. Oh yeah, I took the audio output off. We're just gonna 2 hours later. I think we only have 2 more left. No, we're good. We're good. Never mind.
Uno más.
Yeah, we got one more. We're good. Now we're good. All right. So I forgot the screen. It's not Halloween. Change that alert, my dude. No. What's the point of me changing it now, bro? Halloween's 2 months away. Or actually, a month and a half. But still, it's too late now. See, you could have lectured me about this a long time ago. That you could have been on my case. But you took that vacation off and let it be Lily's job. And you know Lily is lenient. She let me do whatever. I'll be like, Lily, I don't feel like streaming today. Well, that's okay, baby. All right, cool. Let's go do something. Know what I'm saying? Don't you steal my shtick, bro. Don't you steal my shtick. But thank you so much for the 5 get to subs. You didn't have to do that, but you did, and I appreciate you for it. Even though you replaced me. But it's okay. It's okay. What were we talking about?
I think we were in the middle of questions. Like, we had just answered one, but we were looking for another one. I think.
I don't know. I heard that alert scream so many times that I just forgot. I don't even remember what the question was.
You had asked, what's our target audience? What's our age range?
Audience? Yeah, we're talking about the family friendly stuff. Right.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that. Like I said, I had to do it too. What have I not done? What in the world, bro? What have I not done? But anyways, I understand that it's a struggle too. It's a real struggle trying to keep things family friendly when you're used to cursing. I don't know how you do it so long.
Yeah, no, I just I don't know. It's like Twitch, you know? Like, once I go live, I just become very aware of what I'm saying.
You know? What it is? Yeah, because that's how it was for me too. Because when I was being family friendly, I could literally switch it on and off, which is why it was easy. It was very easy for me to talk to older people. Like, if I was talking to my grandparents before, I'll talk to them like I was streaming, instead of how I just talk to them like I talk to you guys. I talk to them like I talk to you guys. That's how it goes. But for some reason, when I was talking to them, it just like a switch, and I would go PG real quick. And then once I leave the room, I'm like, yo, my guys, because you know I can't say my birth word on Twitch. Thank you. Yo, my guys, what's good? You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I can't. So, but now that I'm like not used to having that switch anymore. When I see you stream, I'm like, how the fuck did she do this? This is impossible. It's like I know for a fact once that stream ended, she's like, fucking, hey, thank God that shit was over. I was getting tired of getting my ass beat in that game. For real, like, it's like, kudos to you. Jack of all games coming in hot with the. Okay, I wasn't sure that was Twitch Prime or not. For the tier 1 sub, thank you so much for that. You didn't have to do that, but you did, and I appreciate you as well, my brother. Honestly, I feel hella honored having Jack here right now, because he was actually going to stream today, and he took off on streaming, and kind of sort of had to push Jack and Smokes back for me too, twice actually. He had to do it last week as well. He's cool people, dog. He's a wonderful guy.
Yo.
Jack, go ahead and shout out like all the people that's talking right now. Give everyone a shout out. I'm gonna put you in overtime work. What's good, girl? You said yes.
Do we have? I don't mean to cut you short or anything like that. I'm just wondering about an ETA. Like, is there a certain length you want us to go for today, or whatever?
I'll tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. I am done when you say you're done. If you say you're done right now, then it sucks to suck. I'm gonna keep you for another 30 minutes. When you say you're good for another 2 hours, and I'm like, sucks to suck. You have another hour and a half. 30 minutes to get added or subtracted somewhere. It's all up to you, girl. It's all up to you.
I do probably need to take off, because
That's fine.
that Stanley Cup. It's in the drink.
If you want to end right now, we can. We can take one last question. I didn't even get a chance to see the soundboard today. Ain't that disappointing? That's alright. Good conversations.
We can do one more question if you want to do it. We can do one more question if you want to.
Alright, if that's the case, I want to find the most soul-searching question in the world. Like, you will, at that point, you have no choice but stay here 5 days straight. Let's see what we got. I got too many of these things. Alright. It's going to be a 3-parter, but just one question, though.
Okay.
Alright. How do you see yourself as a person in life and in streaming? And the last part of it is why.
Okay. In all seriousness, I would say I'm really the same person on stream that I am off. There is a little bit of a stage presence there, I think, just, because you are entertaining people. But I think in life overall, I see myself as a very positive person. I see myself as a very caring person. I tend to care way too much sometimes about things that I shouldn't, and things that don't, necessarily need my time and effort to worry about. But I would say on stream and in real life both. I am very positive. I am very caring. Not to toot my own horn, not to gas myself up, but
you are. You're very much
I think especially over the last year, I've really tried to shift my mindset away from something that I talked about before. Something that we had talked about previously was that a lot of creators we see, tend to talk about the negative and tend to focus on the negative side of things and tend to focus on everything in life that's making them miserable. I think especially in the last year or so, I've really tried to shift that mindset and adjust to where I try to focus less and less on the things that shouldn't be of concern to me and shouldn't be a stressor to me, and focus more on the things that are positive experiences for me and the things that make me happy. Oh, you're muted, my dude.
It wouldn't be a Raging Smoke stream if I didn't at least mute myself by accident. One time throughout it. So was that part of the why as well?
Oh, what? Yeah, I mean,
okay,
that kind of has to do with it too. Why did I kind of shift my mindset over to that? I just really became really self-aware sometimes of how negative I was around other people. I think that in a past life I used to be a super like petty person or something, because I have the memory of a steel trap, and I just remember I remember very little things that are minuscule and shouldn't matter, but I just tend to dwell on those things. And I kind of came to realize that over time, people don't want to be around someone like that. People don't want to, spend time with and spend a lot of time talking to someone like that, because why would you spend a lot of time talking to someone that overall brings your own mood and your own mindset down? I think, especially now more than ever, we live in a society where we should be building each other up and we should be supporting one another. And part of that is not focusing on those negatives, but instead being there for the positives and encouraging the positives too,
Mm-hmm. I'm about it.
Yeah.
And I guess we got one extra question. This will be the last one, promise. It's not me. It's not me. It's the chat.
All right,
The
Isaac.
chat comes first. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's
We'll be
always
on
such
Twitch.
a...
Go check out our link right there. Oh, wait a minute. Right there. That's what she's gonna be in 5 years. Over that tier. No, I'm playing. Go ahead.
Playing Mario Kart. I would love to still be creating content in 5 years. I see myself, if I'm not just a content...
T-Duck! Oh my god!
I would
Someone get...
love... I would love to still be creating content 5 years down the road. I think at the very least I would see myself utilizing the skills that I've learned through content creation, such as with Photoshop and with Adobe Premiere and things like that. Utilizing those maybe in a professional workplace environment. That was something that I was actually trying to do before I just decided I'm just going to quit my office job and just go do this. Deuces. I was doing customer service before I went full-time as a content creator, and that will suck the life out of you. So definitely don't see myself back there. 5 years from now, I would love it if I was still creating content, still making people laugh, still playing Mario Kart, or whatever game is out by then. And yeah.
I can see it. And if you try to stray off, we'll just bring you back. Like, we need to see the Mario Kart madness. Bring that ass back here. Where do you think you're going? But I'm gonna try something new for once. So, before we sign out, and all that good shit, lame stuff, because let's be honest, no one wants it to end other than T-Duck, because T-Duck said this shit's taking too long. AJ, I will let you pick who we rate today.
Okay.
Screw it, why not? Something new.
I got some homies. Let's see.
You always got homies. And most importantly, I want to thank everybody for hanging out, helping AJ feel welcome to the ND Family Smokes Radio Squad. You know what I'm saying? You guys are awesome. AJ's community is awesome. My community, y'all are awesome. Especially with as much money y'all been spending today. Now I'm probably going to have to pay y'all back eventually. Y'all gonna be seeing some out of the blue anonymous donators here soon. But thank you so much for being here, AJ. You have no idea.
Thank you so much, dude. This was incredible. It was. I'm sorry. The person that I'm trying to send in your chat has a very weirdly spelled name, and I want to make sure that I spell it correctly. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it.
If there's a timer, with the timer, if we spell it wrong, we can try it again.
Okay. So that's my homie Zero Cool. He is also a Nintendo streamer, a Nintendo content creator, plays a lot of retro Nintendo games, and he's dope. But yes, thank you. Thank you so much again. This was awesome. Thank you everyone that tuned in and hung out with us today on the Raging Smokes podcast. I saw some familiar faces in here. Thank you guys so much for listening to us today. Very appreciative, for sure.
Alright, chat. So we're going to try something new. Instead of just giving you the whole generic Raging Smokes signing out spiel, because let's be honest, that takes a lot of fucking lung capacity for me to say it. I'm still going to say it, because what's good, YouTube? I'm still going to say it. But I want to thank you guys for coming out and hanging out, as always. So, if you guys don't know, Obviously, AJ streams because you came from our community, but we have a lot of wonderful content creators in here right now. So be sure to one. I don't know who all streams in your community, AJ, that's here, but we can just straight up just give me the what you call it, give me their names and whatnot, and I'll give them all shout outs so that way they can all go to each other's links and follow each other.
For sure, yeah. Onyx Remote is a streamer.
Where's
Definitely shout out Onyx.
all button? Where's that shout out all button at Stream Elements?
And actually, you know, I think that is the only one here from my community that is a content creator also.
You said who else?
That's it. Just Onyx.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright then.
But you all are lovely people, lovely individuals. Appreciate all of you guys.
Alright, who's the next one? I'm trying to do this as quick as possible. I would shout out T-Duck, but T-Duck like sat there and like sped up our interview and shit. He's like, yo, y'all take too damn long, cuz I'm trying to go back on TikTok, watch some videos. I was like, okay, I see you, T-Dizzle. Dog, why am I struggling to type right now? Shut up, T-Duck, don't you dare say a word. Now my ears itchy. Alright, I'm probably never gonna do this again. I didn't think about it until I actually started typing out all these names. I'm like, yo, this is taking forever. This is what I got mods for. Jack, where you at, bro? What happened? You were here 5 minutes ago. Wait, didn't I tell him to shout out people earlier? Hold up, what is this? Bro, this man, dog. This man, Jack of all freaking games, man. He's here when there's shit talk, but disappears when there's work to be done. Where my man's at? Where is my man's? And last but not least, Lily Bloom 5. Oh wait. Can't forget Zest, because he sat there and ruined our stream at the get-go because he thought it was cute. AJ was there. She saw it.
I did see it.
Alright. Now, everyone has been shouted out. Alright, let me go find that name again. Dog, I didn't realize that was going to take up so much chat space.
Oh, I can hear.
Yeah, just re-put that thing in. Thank you. Alrighty. Oh, bruh. It was so freaking good having you here, AJ. You didn't
This
have
was
to
so
do
great.
it, but you did, and as always, I appreciate you for it. So, as always, we are gonna rate a wonderful, wonderful content creator, given by the one and only AJ herself. So we're gonna go in there indie family style. Smash those emotes. My emotes, your emotes, hers emotes, she's emotes, his emotes, we's emotes, theirs emotes, and ours emotes, and them's emotes. All the emotes inside the chat. Most importantly, be the best you can possibly be no matter what life throws your way every fucking day. Stay safe. I say without fucking it up that time. That's lit. And your boy and girl is getting the fuck out of here. In 3, 2,
Later, skaters.